Hey guys, once again this is Thargar. Most of you know the drill with this video because I did one like this before. Pretty much I just do a random battleground and I discuss the, Boomkin spec, the mechanics as far as what I'm doing for gear, instead of QQing a lot like I did in my last video because of the constant nurse we were getting. I'm going to be, just telling you what I'm doing, how I'm getting top of damage, stealing people's killing blows, and generally just raping face. As far as gear goes, one of the big thing is I got Bottle Wishes, which is from the Valor vendor for 1650 Valor points. If you don't have it, I suggest you get it. It's pretty easy to get. I got it in like a week and a half, just doing heroics. In Boomkin form, I'm topping off at 23.5% haste, which is insane. The trinket has a minute and 30-second cooldown, which is awesome, instead of a 2-minute cooldown like the PvP trinket has, or majority of the on-use trinkets do have. It does a lot of damage. I'm stacking it with Starfall and Eclipses, and it's just insane. And you guys are about to see what kind of magic this trinket is doing. So this is the Battle of Gilneas. General strat I do for this is go with everyone to Waterworks, have a couple people stay at Lighthouse. If you have a competent group, you should be able to wipe them at Waterworks, Cap Waterworks. By the time they res, you should have Waterworks under control. You can jump back and forth between Lighthouse and Waterworks, and pretty much instead of going for a 3 cap, you can just keep it 2 cap and win pretty fast. If they end up capping the Lighthouse or Waterworks, you can go around and cap mines because they're going to have to zerg something with as much D going on as that. So here I am at Waterworks, pretty much just to do damage. I'm spreading dots through everyone, and then I pop my trinket in Starfall, and it just does massive AoE damage to everyone. This shaman back here was free casting into me, so what I did is I just did my mouse over focus macro and cycloned him, and a focus macro completely stopped the damage from him. Another benefit from just spreading dots on people is you get instant Star Surge procs all the time. The more dots you have on people, the more procs you're gonna get. And that was a kind of a fail skull bash. I was pretty sure he was gonna cast after that earthquake, but I didn't read it right and he didn't cast. I'm not really going to be talking about spec in this video because I'm constantly switching my spec just depending on whether I want to do more damage in Battlegrounds or what comp I'm running in 2s or 3s. It just depends. And see, just from that one battle, I'm already top damage just from spreading dots and stacking my trinket with Starfall. So now we have Waterworks and Lighthouse. I'm going to be jumping back and forth between Waterworks and Lighthouse just to, D up. I'm coming up from behind the enemies just so they don't notice me. It's really easy to be top of the charts as a Boomkin, but to have as few deaths as possible, that's a different story. Boom! 69k, that was my trinket stacked. I don't even think... Yeah, that was in Lunar Eclipse. That was just insane. I'm loving this trinket, guys. Boomkin is a lot of fun in Battlegrounds, and even in 3s with Warlock, Boomkin Restless Shaman, that's a lot of fun too. In 2s it's pretty frustrating, so if you guys are getting frustrated in 2v2, you're not the only one. So just hang in there because Mr. Pandara is looking really promising to us, and I'm going to be making videos of that sometime down the road, just looking at the specs that the spec that's been released for Boomkin and all the new talents. Just going to be giving my opinion on that and what I might be doing. Just the excitement of what's new to come and figuring all that stuff out I'm just looking forward to that. So here I have a few enemy players on me. If you're fighting in the road, they're fighting in the road, so they're not putting pressure on any of your nodes. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I mean, this situation is kind of bad because you got a whole bunch of people coming in just trying to get the killing blows. But if you can just distract, 4 or 5 people on the roads, then it actually helps you when you're ahead like this. I just kind of dragged these people back because it was a priest and a mage. I wasn't going to be able to 1v2 them, so I just brought them back because if you're dead, you're in the graveyard and you're not being any help to anyone. So here I'm just dotting people up at the mines and just trying to drag them away from the node. You know, maybe we can even get a 3-cat, but there's just too many people there. I'm just trying to distract them as well as putting out damage. So yeah, I'm just dotting up everyone, trying to bring people away. No one's really following me, but the pet is, so I'm going to dot him up. Here I got a little greedy and popped Starfall right before I hit Lunar Eclipse, which is a mistake because it does more damage than Lunar Eclipse. It only makes sense just to wait for it, unless you're going for Solar Eclipse. But if you're in with a Lunar Eclipse, you might as well just wait before popping Starfall, because then it does, you know, like 45% more damage. You can't beat that. So this guy who we think is a Ret Paladin comes along, he hits me, and then he starts S-keying backwards only to get completely critted by me. You can see in some of my older videos where I S-key, and it's not good. Like, I mean, I did it to a very minor extent, but it's still not very good. People look at that and they see someone who is bad just because you're S-keying. It's just the state of mind World of Warcraft is in, and it really isn't strategical or benefit you at all to S-key, because you move slower when you're backing up like that. So I mean, I've said it once and I'll say it again that, you know, S-keying is bad. I actually have my S-key bound to Soothe, just so I don't actually hit it out of habit, or I mean, you know, so if that works for you, then do it. So I come along this group of people fighting outside the mines. I see the DK on the healer, so I assume we'll beat him, but somehow she manages to live. I get hit hard, I don't know what from, but you know, I stampede and roar. Great escape method, I get out of there, I start hardening myself. It might have been this warrior that hit me hard. He has the PvE weapon and some of his tentacles. With those tentacles, they're a mind flay, so you can actually shift them if you're having an issue with people with that weapon and get out of their range. This guy thinks he can kill me because I'm so low, but he has no idea what I'm doing. I'm dragging him back away from everyone and towards waterworks where people can come help me. I'm gonna go heal myself up and hopefully I can come back from the killing blow. And I do. Which is sweet. I just want to spend a moment to thank everyone who supports my videos and gives me good feedback, whether I play with them or, you know, over YouTube. It's really motivating, and it really means a lot when you guys give me good feedback. Even on my older videos, which, you know, I'm still learning how to play Boomkin and still learning how to video edit, I'm still getting good feedback on those even to this day, and I really want to thank you guys for that. Moments like this coming up really made me smile in World of Warcraft. I dotted up this Ret Paladin who ran away, and he's coming back with a healer. I laid down my 3 shrooms and popped my trinket and Starfall. I don't have a trinket for this, but, you know, I just did so much burst that, you know, the healer wasn't able to even keep up with it. I made a video about that, and, you know, especially against undergeared players who have no resilience, like, they don't stand a chance against that burst, and it's pretty much just instantaneous. So now a mage is with this priest, and I'm trying to drag the mage away from the priest, which could work because he blinked pretty much out of healing range. But I know this mage has low resilience, so I focus target the healer and I focus cyclone him, and pretty much I'm gonna destroy this mage. So I hope you guys are getting the strategy I'm doing in this battleground, which you can pretty much do in every battleground. You want to cap, defend, and then once you have everything down, you can pretty much just fight on the roads, because by that point they've about given up. If there's an incoming on node, you want to forget fighting on the roads, you want to go back to D'ing. I mean, it's a good balance. You just want to find a balance, and that way you have fun and win. don't really enjoy, 4v1ing or 1v4ing for that matter. So, I just kind of dot that guy and get out of there, and hopefully I get the killing blow, and just, because it's cool. People have asked me before, how do you get so many 1v1s in Battlegrounds? Pretty much the same thing I'm been doing this entire Battleground, is just trying to, drag people away from the group so I don't get zerged and you know I live. That's pretty much basically it. You don't want to, go into a big group of enemies, because they're going to see that you're Boomkin, and they're going to know that they can kill you, and that's what they'll do. And that's actually coming up here, as they get a little overeager, and they go into the big group of enemies, and sure enough, they all swap to me, and there's nothing I can really do about that much damage. This entire match I haven't been drinking, because I've been using Enervate at around 60k mana. I see there's 2 healers here, we're on 1 healer, so I focus target the Shaman and I cycle on him, and I switch back to the other healer, as well as dotting up everyone around. But this is the part where I get overeager, and all these melee see me, and they probably hate me by now for killing them all. So yeah, pretty much I get kidney shotted and I die, and there's nothing I could have done about that. But after that, there's no other kills. We get our win. So I'm top damage and top killing blows with 1 death. So thanks for watching, guys.